Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel. I'm Eric and today we are watching episode 6 of season 6 of Supernatural. So, stuff's going on. Last time around was fun, was interesting. There's stuff going on with monsters. We don't really know why they're acting this way, but monsters are acting differently all of a sudden. Sam is also behaving kind of monstrously, because he saw what was happening. Dean was turned into a vampire. Sam could have done something about it. Sam could have stopped that, but he didn't. He just stood there and watched and smiled about it. It's one thing to just stand there and watch. It's another thing to smile at that turn of events. It all turned out okay in the end. Dean was turned into a vampire, but apparently there is a cure for being turned into a vampire. As long as you don't drink any blood, as long as you don't, hurt anyone. Or, yeah, I mean, you can drink blood without hurting people if you have, donated blood or whatever. But yeah, as long as you don't feed, you don't completely turn into a vampire. And Samuel had apparently talked to Sam about it a couple of months ago. So Sam knew that there was a cure. Sam didn't know the cure would work, though, which is, something's deeply wrong with Sam. He came back wrong, a la Pet Sematary, basically. And, yeah, it's not good. He's acting kind of monstrously. And we don't really know why. I mean, I have a suspicion. So, of course, the suspicion is that he came back wrong, kind of Pet Sematary. But, the details of it, I don't know. Anyways, Dean, when he was a vampire, he received a message from the alpha vampire, I'm assuming. And in that message was, there was a short shot of a map. And I hope that we remember that. Anyways, Dean was okay in the end. The cure that Samuel had apparently worked. And Dean, got better, I guess. But Dean also remembered he saw a flashback of, since he was turned. And part of that flashback was seeing kind of an out-of-body experience, but seeing Sam standing there and not doing anything when Dean was being turned. So Dean is suspicious of Sam at the moment, with good reason. And I wonder where we go from here. My hope is that Dean contacts Castiel, and Castiel shows up and lays on hands on Sam and fixes Sam or figures out what's wrong with Sam. That's my hope, at least. Because I don't think a conversation is going to help in this situation, because Sam would just lie, I think. So yeah, let's get to it. I'm looking forward to this episode. I don't know if we're going to go after the alpha vampire this episode, or if that's going to be later in the season or something. Because we have a lead on the alpha at the moment. But yeah, it's going to come. Also, I want to see what happens next now that... because Dean made a comment to Sam at the end of the episode where it's at least I can count on you, Sam, huh? At least I can trust you. And Sam was like, yeah, of course. And Dean was like, oh, you... because Dean knows he can't. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how that works out. Anyways, let's get into this next episode. Before we start, though, I just quickly want to mention the Patreon. On the Patreon, I am 8 episodes ahead, which is 4 weeks of videos. The episodes over there are also uncut. They're not edited down like here on YouTube. So if that is something that interests you, feel free to check it out. Link is in the description down below. With that, let's get into episode 6 of season 6 of Supernatural.
He said he'd call, but of course he never did. But I don't know.
Bigger sense. It's the restaurant of Supernatural.
Hold on a sec.
Is it okay to do this while you're working?
The truth. That's all.
Stay away from the clam chowder.
What did you do to the clam chowder?
I flavored it with my own seasoning.
That is gross, dude. She got what she wanted. What's something weird's going on here, huh?
An 8, and you're a 3.
No, come on now. She's pretty.
I ran over a homeless man once, and I never even stopped to see if he was alive.
Okay, like there's some weird magic going on here. There was this like close up on her mouth when she said that she just wants the truth, and she is getting the truth.
Said it.
They're desperate.
Is this? I wonder if this is actually. What are you doing with the gun, woman?
You sound awful. Have you been drinking?
I think I'm going crazy.
I'm wondering if this is actually happening, or if it's just like in her mind, if she's just imagining that she can like hear their thoughts or something.
We're like hostages.
Like it looks like it because she doesn't have the phone up right now. Oh no, the happy place. Oh, that's an awesome shot though. I love stuff like that. The juxtaposition or whatever.
Threw me to that vamp. I'm telling you, it's not my brother.
Well, then he's something
No,
you've never seen before.
Yeah, he's.
Lucifer.
Did you call Cass?
Of course I call Cass. He's not.
Well, I didn't consider that. I'm scared. Nah, I don't know. I think Lucifer's done in the story, you know?
We're talking about doing something about this and fast. Look, it's not just the vamp, okay? He has been different from the jump.
Yeah, he has.
We don't know what it is. If we're gonna put him down, we need to know how.
I don't even want
Like
to
it,
call it working.
like it would make a lot of sense if it was still Lucifer, but like if it was Lucifer, then this season would be about Lucifer 2, and that's the thing I don't think is the case.
4 people out of nowhere all in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
Let's go.
Yeah. Oh, and if it's something going around, then maybe you can force Sam to tell the truth.
It's a new, more caring administration.
Yeah, that's not true.
Tried to cheer her up, you know?
You didn't cheer her up, though.
You know what a tell is?
Excuse me?
Okay, so it wasn't. So it wasn't in her imagination. It was you told her those things.
Tell us what you did to your sister.
And he's enjoying this. It's like it's. Yeah, he is acting like such a psychopath. He's enjoying hurting people.
Who says that? I just couldn't stop.
And he's happy. Like, yeah, he's happy about it.
Question is, what made Big Sis open her big fat mouth in the first place?
Yeah, that is the question.
Yeah. Magic of some sort. Not witchcraft, but.
Gotta be honest, Paul. I don't really want to be here. You and most people, but you know what? I don't take it personally.
I don't. Like, I enjoy going to the dentist. I almost fall asleep.
I was just afraid to be around Melissa.
Because
My daughter? Melissa?
Oh no, this is gonna go badly.
It's not so much I couldn't control myself. I just knew I wouldn't get caught.
You deserve this. I still enjoy going to the dentist.
Satan's my co-pilot? Yeah, I know.
Well, that'd be the other worst case.
Well, then what?
That is, yeah.
Sam.
Yeah, that he's not something weird or wrong.
Drilled a guy to death.
You mean the non-sexy kind of drilling, right?
Yes, that's exactly what we mean.
Why don't you go ahead? I'll catch you up. I'm gonna do a little research.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sam doesn't understand this. You don't want to go? He's like obsessing over the. It's like Sam is obsessing slightly over the mystery, how he wants to figure it out. I don't know if that's a trait of psychopaths. Making sense of things, maybe? I don't know.
The scoop from his assistant.
Yeah?
Yeah, let's say the stuff that his patient was confessing to. I'd have murdered him too.
So, root canal and Russian.
Understandable.
Do me a favor. I'm going to the morgue
Yeah.
to check out the body. Why don't you take the dentist office? See what
It's very.
Yeah.
The timing of this is very fortunate because we need truths at the moment. We need the truth from Sam, specifically. I don't know of anything that can do this, really, at the moment. Like, there's not been anything similar to this in the show so far, I don't think. Oh, the tuba.
Stolen horn?
Right. Yeah, we're working on it.
Well, I hope so. Things 1 in a billion.
Well then.
Where's it from?
No one knows.
When did it get swiped?
Well, this is very promising. Oh, it's what's it called? It might be, yeah, an angelic weapon.
You hear that, Cass? Hello, Dean.
You heard you.
Are you kidding? I didn't come about Sam. Because I have nothing to offer about Sam. Well, that's great.
Really?
What is wrong with him? I don't know, Dean. I'm sorry.
Well, you could have shown up and said this at least. Not just leave him hanging.
I'm at war.
Yeah. Civil war in heaven.
That's a real thing? You've seen it. We think it's in town. Something's forcing people.
For goodness sakes, dude.
Well, it isn't the Horn of Truth.
Okay.
You were gone for like 2 seconds. Where did you look? Everywhere.
Oh, man, I love Cass. He has this way about him.
I don't know what's wrong with him, but I do want to help. I'll make inquiries.
Thank you. That's very much appreciated. If anyone's gonna figure it out, it could be Cass. I was gonna say it would be Cass, but
I'd actually like to see all the suicides that came in this week. Not just Dr. Giggles.
They're gone.
As in, gone? Gone.
And corpses vanishing. That's weird. Hey, she...
Another one?
She was on the... I heard her speaking at the dentist as well just before it happened. Find out the truth, and so on. The guy on the woman on the news, that is.
Whatever got this whole curse thing rolling started with her. I'm at her place now, corner of Burnham and 159th.
So the missing horn is just what's it called? Red herring? I find that unlikely. Although, I mean, it could be some other horn, not specifically Gabriel's Horn of Truth.
On me. Anything
Really?
else I can get you?
Do be careful.
The freaking truth.
I was gonna say do be careful, Dean, but...
I can't get pregnant because God knows my marriage is a sham.
Why? Because you're a lesbian?
Why'd I say that?
Or is there some other reason?
I'm Ashley's friend with Frank.
I've got to go.
Yeah, and her name is Frank as well. Ashley Frank. Frank Talk.
I need a lot of attention.
Good luck with that.
Like, she must be involved some way. There's no way that's like... They've drawn our attention to it on 2 separate occasions now. I wasn't paying attention. I didn't notice it in the first time with the waitress.
What are you spelling? I'm a huge fan. Girls are real talent.
I guess it does work over the phone.
Yeah, it does.
Tiny thing, but the grip on her. She starts on my toes, and I feel like I...
You're oversharing a bit, Bobby.
How is it that half the time you clean a mess, you end up dirty?
Actually, this might be the best thing that's happened to me in a while.
Yeah, let's go talk to Sam.
Did you know my first girlfriend turned out to be a...
No.
What could that have been?
Me called back. There's a few things I want to ask you.
Yeah, I bet there is.
Corey committed suicide.
I wondered.
So you had some idea Corey might have taken her own life?
She had been going through a bit of a hard time lately. She was sure that he was cheating on her. But he was just very good at covering his tracks. Which of course made her completely...
Then is there a connection to the horn here as well, maybe? Oh, she was obsessed with finding out the truth. Yeah, there might be some connection here.
Hey.
So, I saw you called.
Yeah.
Oh no, this is not good. They shouldn't talk right now.
Worst time in the universe to talk. Can we do this later?
You shoved my kid, Dean. How about we do this now?
Really? That's what it's about? It wasn't that hard.
I can't really explain.
Why not?
You want to know?
Say that you were afraid of hurting him because you were temporarily turned into a vampire.
Hey, you knew what you signed up for.
Yeah, But I didn't expect Sam to come back.
You two have the most unhealthy, tangled up, crazy thing I've ever seen. And as long as he's in your life, you're never gonna be happy.
I think she's right about that, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Okay, me and Sam, we've got issues.
Yes, you do have issues.
You and Ben.
Man, Ben can't be in this with you.
Really? She'll get over it. I hope. Oh no. This is not a good sign. That's a cat skull, right?
Sorry, Mittens.
Oh, Mittens had died.
Oh, whoa. Are you saying you're?
I asked for the truth.
Yeah, and you got it.
When that vamp attacked me, why did you just stand there?
I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I froze.
No, you did. You wouldn't have smiled. No, you're lying. How are you lying?
Believe me. Dean, I can't lie here.
Yeah, but you can. And that is interesting.
You're my brother. How could you even...
That narrows things down a bit, if you ask me. I'm gonna have to ruminate on it a bit, but I think I have an idea.
It's just been a really, really bad day.
Yeah, it has.
It's okay.
In trouble with Lisa. And then just, the expression just melts off his face.
It's a paradise seed, double shoestring. Mix them well, you got yourself a summoning spell. Demon?
Oh no. Veritas.
Anyone in town who asks aloud for the truth invokes Veritas, and she doesn't just give it to you, she slams you till you kill yourself.
How, but I'm wondering if why they, like, if Veritas is here and just like incorporeal as a presence, then why would they bring up the reporter Frank woman? Because we got that subtitled as well.
And what is the 21st century version of speaking truth to the masses?
Oh, so she does have a physical form. Okay, we know who she is.
Bringing you Frank Talk again. I'm Ashley Frank. Our organic fruits and veggies.
And Sam hasn't moved. He's, I don't know, man. He's, I think I know. Or I have a suspicion.
We'll ask the councilman ourselves. Still rolling?
Hold on.
Oh, the dog doesn't like her. Because the dog senses that something's up. That's not how Zoom works. Is this?
I'm sure inside it's chock full of creep.
Was that her house? I thought that was like a hotel or something.
And that's
Dog's blood.
Do I even want to know where you got that?
Probably not.
Yeah, I don't want to know either.
So where's all the creep?
I'm sure you can find it somewhere. Maybe in the basement. That's why she's a cat person. If I didn't know better, I'd say this was Bust's place. With all the cats. I don't think cats are harbingers of truth. Yeah, this looks more like it. Here's the creep you asked for.
You came for dinner.
Oh my. Nice outfit. Very appropriate for a Mediterranean goddess. She's gonna take the... Yeah, she's gonna take the tongue. Ew!
The tongue is the tastiest part. It's where the lies roll off. But you two?
Yeah, we get it. Yeah, the amount of lies they tell each other. Jesus. And everyone they run into.
Something personal about you?
Oh.
Hey, Dean,
This might be good.
As of yesterday, I wanted to kill him in his sleep.
Yeah, surprising, huh, Sam?
That I wanted a family.
But you were lying.
No, he wasn't lying about that.
What I'm good at. is slicing throats.
Yeah, and you think that's all you deserve? But you deserve so much more, dude. Yeah, it's time for Sam, but it's not gonna work on Sam.
And how do you feel about the band getting back together?
Yeah, if he's gonna tell the truth, he's gonna say that he's not happy about it because he feels like Dean holds him back.
We watch out for each other. And that's what's important.
Yeah, she's surprised.
Yourself, I can't lie.
How are you doing that?
She's surprised.
Lying to me.
No.
Yeah, he is.
What are you? What is he?
Oh, you got. Oh, dude. Jesus. Well done, boys. That's another god dead. Oh yeah. Now everything's out in the open. Or some of it, at least.
She was right. There's something wrong with me. Really wrong. I've known it for a while.
Yeah, you know, but you don't care.
Because I knew there was a cure, Dean. And we need it in that nest. I am a better hunter than I've ever been. Nothing scares me anymore. Because I can't feel it. I need help.
You don't actually believe that, do you, though? Because that's part of the problem. You are better than you've ever been. And I don't think you really feel that you're missing the things that you're missing. Fist. Good night. Oh, yeah. Dean needed that. Needed to take out some, well, not frustration, but like, yeah, he's upset. Okay, so that was episode 6 of season 6 of Supernatural. Let's see, let's get to it. Here's what I think it might be the case. Sam came back, but he came back wrong. He acts like a psychopath, and what's like something that defines psychopaths, as far as I know, is that they can't feel emotion. And another way to put that is that they're inhuman. And she even said that, like, you're not a human. What are you? How can you do this? You can't lie to me. And I think that what's happening is that Sam is back. He has all his memories, all his experience. He's physically present, but I don't think, and his conscience is present, or consciousness is present, but I don't think that he has his soul. I think Sam came back without a soul because he's acting pretty soulless. I don't think it's something else inhabiting his body. I don't think he's possessed by anything. I just think that, like, he's being very much like a robot, soulless, you know. And yeah, that's what I think is going on here, because we know that souls are a thing. Like, I hadn't really considered this option before because, like, yeah, I don't know why I haven't considered this. It's just something I hadn't thought about. Well, partly because I don't know what being without a soul does to you in Supernatural. It's like, are your experiences, are your memories stored in your soul, or is that something different? I think it's different because, like, if you ask a religious person, like a Christian person, I think they would say that, like, there's 3 parts to the body. There's the mind, the body, and the soul. The soul is the 3rd part. And Sam has mind and body. He's just lacking the soul. And the soul is what lets us, like, feel, I guess, and what the thing that makes us able to distinguish right from wrong and so on. Which is, like, the part that Sam is lacking currently because he doesn't have an issue with torturing kids and, like, in this case, apparently murdering someone's dog. And letting Dean be turned into a vampire and so on. He even said it himself, like, it should stop me cold. It should prevent me from, like, letting things happen that I let happen. But it doesn't. He just doesn't care. I am surprised that he would make this confession to Dean, Maybe because he felt like he had to, because, like, what does it matter? He doesn't care. And Dean was threatening him at that moment, so, like, it was the best option, maybe. But, like, wouldn't it have been a better option to kick Dean's ass? I don't know. But at the same time, we need to do something about this, I guess. That would also explain why Castiel didn't come when Sam was praying, because Castiel didn't hear him, because no soul, and so on. Yeah, this makes sense. Makes more sense than Sam suddenly being a psychopath, because it's supernatural, so we need a supernatural explanation. It would be very unsatisfying, I think, if there was like a what's it called? A mundane explanation in this supernatural show, you know? If it's just like, yeah, that's just, he's a psychopath now. He doesn't have emotions, and there's nothing supernatural about it. Anyways, yeah, that's what I think is going on. I'm still very suspicious though, because like the way he puts it here, that there's something wrong with him. He knows that there's something wrong with him, but whatever's wrong with him has made him better than he's ever been. So, like, saying that he needs help, I don't think he actually believes that he needs help, because he thinks he's the best he's ever been, you know? And he is the best he's ever been. So for the moment, everything for him should be about results. Like, you can't tell a crazy person that they're being crazy, because to their mind, they're acting perfectly reasonably. And I think Sam would think that as well. So, like, I don't know if that's just, I don't want to say poor writing, but at the same time, like, it's, no, not poor writing. I'm struggling to explain what I mean here I'm struggling to explain this in a charitable way. Not that I think that it needs charity to explain it. I'm struggling to explain what I mean. It's like, we need something to happen here. We need the story to progress. And how do you do that if he's like, I'm fine? So yeah, I think that he's just like telling Dean what Dean wants to hear in order to stay alive, basically. Would he do that though? I don't know. With the character, like Sam, the way that we know Sam to be, it would make sense for him to say that he needs help here. For Sam, to the way he's been acting in this season so far, this saying that there's something wrong with me, I need help, that feels out of character. That's what I'm getting at. But maybe he's just saying that because he knows that that's what Sam should say. You know, that's how he's supposed to act. And that's why he's acting that way, because it's just like mind games or whatever. Because I don't think that he's actually missing the things that he's missing. I don't think he cares. Anyways, Veritas, Goddess of Truth. I'm wondering if I should start just automatically assuming that, like, if there's something that's unexplainable that I, like, feel completely lost about, I should just assume it's a god. Basically. Like, if it's not something that tracks with something we've already encountered, basically, then yeah, it's a god that's behind it. Maybe, I don't know. I'm gonna start trying that and see how that works out. I don't understand what the deal was with the cats. Maybe I don't know enough. Yeah, obviously I don't know enough. That's the truth for everything. But like, the only god or goddess that I associate with cats is the Egyptian goddess Bast. Maybe that's a gap in my knowledge or something. But yeah, that was a bit weird that she was like so averse to dogs and like favored cats. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Like, I think that this might have been spoiled a bit. No, I don't think so. I was going to say because of the subtitles. Because the subtitles subtitled her news segment in the bar. And you don't do that with stuff that doesn't matter to the episode. Like, if it's something just on the TV because the TV is on in the bar, then like, you don't put subtitles on, do you? It must be something relevant to the episode in that case. And also just like the framing of the shot, making sure to show her there after. And also like, I don't know if they did that. I don't know if they did that But if they did, they obviously did it on purpose. But it felt like the mix or like the sound, like they boosted the volume of of Ashley Frank on the TV right when she was about to say like something related to like bringing you the truth, you know, because I heard that in the dentist's office, and it was very clear as well in the bar. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting when I go back to edit this to see if she's present and audible in the Biggersons at the very beginning as well. But like it's more of a Easter egg or something, I guess, like in that part that is not obvious, that is like very just like small glance of it somewhere, because you're not supposed to suspect that. Because if you had seen her there as well, then it would have been obvious, basically. I'm curious what this means for Lisa and Dean. She said that we can't be in this with you. I don't know if she actually means that, or like if it's... I hope not, because Dean kind of needs them, I think. They were the only like good thing in his life. He can't lose them. And I don't understand why everyone feels the need to be so secretive all the time. Like, she knows that he's a hunter. She knows the messed up things he runs into. Just talk to her. Explain what was going on. Explain that you were there to say goodbye because you had been turned into a vampire. You wanted to say goodbye before you were going to go to die. And that's why you didn't want Ben to come near you, because you were afraid you wouldn't be able to control yourself if you were too close to him. Like, I don't get why it's so hard just to speak the truth. I don't get it. Like, it might be a difficult conversation, and it might be a conversation that takes a good amount of time, because then you have to be like, that I'm fine now, there was a cure for it, Sam knew there was a cure, and Sam let me get turned, and oh yes, Sam is also weird, he's probably soulless, and like, it's a long conversation, there's a lot to talk about, but like, that shouldn't stop you. I don't know, maybe he's afraid that if she knows too much, then she's gonna want to run away from him, but like, at the same time, if you have to hide who you are, then should you really be together? You know, like, I don't get it. Anyways, that is it for today. This was a fun episode. I enjoyed this, and I can't wait to see where we go next. Hopefully next, like right after this, we're gonna see if we can do something about Sam. Although I don't think he wants something to be done about him. Anyways, yeah, that's it for today. I thank you very much for joining me, and I hope to see you in the next video. But until then, do take care of yourselves, and peace out.